Welcome everyone back to London, England. After an incredible excursion of the country of Wales, Friday Night Fury returns to its home. Back here in London in the FNF Arena, we stand. And it is time to get into some action here. So we begin the build to Paradigm Shift. We've got two ladies who could be looking to shift that very paradigm. Ariana Warner and Doom. Ariana Warner making her way down the aisle, of course a former Heritage champion in her own right, but has always struggled to deliver at that high level that everyone thinks that she is capable of. Now, will she be able to build to something greater than what she has already achieved? This could be the perfect opportunity to do it. She takes on the unpredictable Doom. Ariana Warner, definitely a cult of personality. Not everyone's cup of tea, but you cannot deny the fact that Ariana Warner, for being as ill-experienced as she is in the wrestling industry, has picked it up incredibly fast. That cannot be denied or disputed. And then there is the concept of unknown, that is Doom. We haven't seen Doom in a few weeks since the beginning of the new era, where she competed in the open contract chamber matchup in a losing effort, mind. Doom, however, definitely has that chaotic energy that you love to see in modern wrestling. Nobody quite like Doom. Ladies who definitely want to try and elevate their positions here on Friday Night Fury. As we are back in London, England, it is definitely back to the same hometown crowd, and they are firmly in favor of both of these women. It would seem evenly split. Ariana starting off with a whip to the corner to Doom. Taking control early. Mild size advantage goes to Ariana Warner, but very evenly matched. And the size department is tearing against the shoulder of Doom to start. Doom now looking to try and get a first bit of offense in with a gorgeous follow-away slam and a bridge. CJ goes down for the cover, but not even a 1 count. Doom stays focused on the arm, keeping it close with the Fujiwara armbar locked in tightly. Shoulder roll, 12-6 gets the break for Ariana Warner. Very snug opening exchanges in this one. Up, over, and down goes Doom. Ariana is giving her some space. Gonna let her come to her own feet before opting for anything else, even giving her the courtesy of getting back to a standing base, but that may come to cost her as Ariana is sent out to the ring, and let's see if Doom will return the courtesy. Ariana showed a lot of respect in that exchange, but Doom clearly does not seem too privy to the same measures. Half and half into the barrier on the outside. That is a great way to shorten a career right there, and Doom staying on it with the offensive maneuvers near and on the barrier. What is this? Russian leg sweep into the barrier as well. Shades of the Sandman with that one, and Doom continuing the offense. Ariana Warner may be paying for the little bit of courtesy she showed to Doom. Gonna have to up that mean streak. She wants to contend with an Agent of Chaos. Another beautiful fall away, but does not opt for the bridging pin this time. Doom stays in firm control of this one, as she has since taking it to the outside. Doom biting the fingers of Ariana Warner. Must be hungry for a little bit of finger food. Ariana with a quick evasion into a nice Scorpion Death Drop, taking down Doom. And Ariana staying on top of her now. But Doom with a quick recovery into a Dragon Screw leg whip right to the left knee. And Doom staying on top of Ariana once more. Now just picking her up. Package suplex onto Ariana right on the neck. Only garners one, but still Doom has been in firm control of this one. Back to that Fujiwara armbar that we saw earlier. She did some damage to the hand by biting the fingers of Ariana, but Ariana still able to get out and deliver another 12-6. That is what allowed her to take control earlier in this match. Will it prove the same result this time? Not quite. As Doom managed to counter whatever Ariana had in mind, smack right in the face. And again focusing in, honing in on that left arm and the fingers. And what a variation of a code breaker there by Doom. Ariana, though, getting back into it, if only slightly. Running in for that punch to the side of the head. Very nice offensive maneuver there by Ariana, and that's something that the lack of experience definitely can lead to. While it can give you a disadvantage, it also leaves you willing to try just about anything. Big forearm smash in the corner. Ariana off the middle. Blackout! My God, spiking Doom into the mat. And nearly got the win off of that blackout out of the corner. That was a rough landing on the neck and spine of Doom, but Ariana Warner staying in it. And a springboard stunner as well. Ariana is busting out all kinds of maneuvers here. You have to respect the tenacity of young Ariana Warner. Doom absorbs that forearm and comes back for more. Back to the left arm, and more importantly, the middle and index of the left hand of Ariana Warner up on the shoulders in a fireman's carry. Over the shoulder boulder holder to Doom from Ariana Warner. Definitely an interesting variation on a tried and tested maneuver, which truly is the name of the game for Ariana. Discus forearm there, off the rope she goes. Blackout once again. That was a fantastic exchange for Ariana to get a big and much needed win. Ariana definitely started out on the back foot, but proved that with a little bit of tenacity and a lot of heart and courage, you can overcome anything as we move into the next contest. And as we get into our next contest, we have got a battle of good friends, or at least that is what we've been led to believe, as AJ Carter and Lazara Morgan take on each other. AJ Carter recently returned to FNF in a losing effort, mind, to a debuting Morgan Knight. But AJ Carter has always been a story of could-have-beens and should-have-beens. Of course, AJ and Lazara had one of the classic Destiny Championship matches of that championship's lineage, with Lazara coming out on top in their initial encounter. Though you have to wonder, is Lazara feeling any ill effects from her devastating referee stoppage cage match against Jamie Hayter just 7 days ago when they were in Wales at Fury Road? AJ Carter has not had a matchup in 2 weeks, whereas Lazara just 1 week ago returned from injury. So it could be an equal amount of ring rust on these two ladies. Lazara Morgan definitely showed a vicious streak that we had not seen from her before last week, defeating Jamie Hayter. Lazara Morgan, to many, is someone who should be near the top of FNF given how much she means to the brand, but it always seems like a combination of ill-timed injuries and overall just a lack of opportunity holds her back. Of course, it was at the inaugural Fury Road that Lazara had her first and only attempt to challenge for the World's Championship in a losing effort to Cassidy Clark. Someone who helped establish the Destiny Championship was Lazara Morgan, the inaugural and first ever two-time Destiny Champion as well. So let's get into this one. Orthodox versus Southpaw. AJ obviously has the size advantage, but Lazara is starting off with a lot of strikes and even a very nice neckbreaker variation there. Lazara with a neck snap as well, and gonna start working over the leg of AJ Carter. We have seen Lazara have a bit of a mean streak here recently, so definitely got to keep an eye out for that if you're AJ Carter. Is this really the woman that you grew up knowing, or is this someone completely new? Over the ropes, AJ is sent. Big shot and a nice drop kick as well. Both of these women want to stamp their ticket to Paradigm Shift in some form or fashion. Lazara does give a little bit of a friendly allowance to AJ, but connects with a snapping DDT down. And Lazara is just all over AJ right now in the opening measures. Goes in for a cover off of that Lion Salt. Kick out at 2 by AJ Carter. Carter has got to get back into this one, or those 2 counts will quickly start to drain her of her energy. Look at the power with the back body drop into the nip up by AJ Carter. I would almost say deceptively powerful is AJ, even more than you would imagine she is. Has that second level that she can tap into. Nice snake eyes there. Takes Lazara into the seated position in the corner. Alley-oop up and down from Carter to Morgan, and then a kick right in the face, and Lazara in a bad way now. Wheelbarrow into the face buster from AJ Carter, and AJ has retaken control in the worst possible way for Laz. Oh, good Lord. Buckle bomb from AJ Carter to Lazara Morgan. Good Lord. And now going in for the lateral, but only gets 2. AJ drilling Lazara with that crucifix buckle bomb and staying on top of her. Lazara back to her feet though. Big DDT, that could be the move that gets her back into this after that devastating buckle bomb in the corner. Out of that crucifix position, could be looking cold shoulder here. No, actually just opts for a suplex, knowing it's a little too early. AJ would have the counter. You have to imagine with how much these two have trained with each other. What a boot right to the mush from AJ. Lazara countering AJ there with the best of them. Another brain buster by Morgan that time. Good God almighty. What a hellacious brain buster from Lazara. Putting AJ on the ropes. What does she have in mind here? Variation on the cold shoulder. Goes in for the cover. But AJ kicks out of that cold shoulder variation. Lazara Morgan definitely firing up there. Went for the pro lariat, but Lazara could not connect with it. AJ had the counter. Up once again. Oh, good Lord. Again, the buckle bomb to Lazara. My God. Lazara once again kicking out, but that power bomb in the corner twice now, landing on those buckles. And now picks her up, but Lazara gets over, pushes her away. AJ interjects a knee there to the midsection, trip up, and now just some shots breaking the guard of Lazara. AJ Carter dealing some deadly shots there. And now AJ standing to attack Lazara's arms. We know Lazara's left arm has been causing her a lot of issues. Kept her off of both the first episode of FNF and the return. Big boy senton there by AJ Carter. And another big boy senton. This is a lot of damage to a downed opponent. AJ Carter is just laying in to Lazara Morgan. And now just some backbreakers here. Tossing her to the side. You saw CJ there for a second ask if Lazara wanted to continue, and I can't say I'd blame her if she wanted to relent, but we know Lazara, and Lazara loves professional wrestling more than just about anything. Look at this. Gory bomb to AJ Carter. Good God, what a landing. And Lazara now with a bow and arrow hold applied to AJ Carter. Could this get the submission victory for her? AJ locked in deep on this bow and arrow. AJ down lateral, not even enough time for ref CJ to get down to count that one. That is how back and forth they are. Big push sends Lazara tumbling over. And that's the setup she needs for the F10 to Lazara Morgan. Could that seal it for AJ Carter? No, that was so close, but Lazara got that shoulder up just in the nick of time, and AJ clearly getting frustrated here, shattering Lazara in the face. Lazara so resilient, a kick-out artist is Morgan. AJ with the boot. Oh, good Lord, again with this crucifix into the buckle. That is getting harder and harder to watch each and every time. Lazara grabbed once again. And another F10 from AJ Carter. That will seal it for AJ to pick up the win over Lazara Morgan. A very back and forth match, but I think Lazara may have gotten a little overzealous, and AJ managed to outlast her. At any rate, that's your winner as we move into the next contest. And as we get into our next contest, we have got some tag team action for you as Flawless look to take on Oedo Tai, the new stable started by Dark Starlight Kid. Siobhan Palmer is coming off of a loss against both members of LGBTKO in concurrent weeks, losing to Siobhan Palmer in the main event of episode 1.3 and then losing to Certified Lover Boy Selena Adams in maybe the most disrespectful fashion we have seen yet. So Siobhan definitely wants to get off of this losing streak. It was just 3 weeks ago that Siobhan and Alexis picked up a tag team win over LGBTKO, however. So up and down, topsy-turvy couple of weeks for Siobhan and Alexis. And now they have the distinction of facing Oedo Tai, Kairi, and Sarai. Under the tutelage of Dark Starlight Kid, who just 7 days ago was unsuccessful in her bid to win the FNF World's Championship from Fleur Elise. Really does seem like nobody can get a hold on how to beat Fleur Elise. But these two could look to become a wrecking crew in the tag division. This is going to be both women's FNF debut, though no strangers to in-ring competition. Referee CJ Wong is going to have his hands full with this one. Let's get into it. winners of this match could definitely make a case for facing Yin and Yang, the upcoming Paradigm Shift event. Nice moonsault there by Siobhan Palmer to start as Saray lays in some boots in the corner to Alexis Smith. Siobhan Palmer with a vicious PK to the back as well. Now a drop to the arm. And Siobhan is all over Kyrie. Could say the same about Saray on Alexis, but Alexis did manage to move out of the way there, and that could get her back into it. Big diving body press there by Alexis Smith. Up and over, Kyrie is sent. Alexis heads to the outside, Siobhan heads to the outside, Saray the only woman in the ring, and Alexis has procured some plunder. She's got a baseball bat, swinging for the fences like it was a Louisville Slugger, but Saray manages to disarm her after one singular bat shot. That may be all that it took though, as Alexis heads to the middle rope now. Went for the boot, but nobody home. Big landing on the ladder, and she felt that one right on her hip. Good Lord. Saray definitely making her pay with that vicious landing on the ladder. Kyrie has procured a steel folding chair, but she is not being permitted to use it at this time. As Saray locking in a Muda lock on Alexis Smith. Alexis looks to have broken the grasp, and she did. Gonna try and get back into this one. Slam on the barrier to Kyrie from Siobhan Palmer. Keep your eyes on Alexis up on the top rope. Has Saray in the splash zone. What does she have in mind here? Diving drop kick. A Smith family staple for sure. Looking for a suplex on the outside is Siobhan. Saray gets over, hooks the hips. Less than textbook German there by Saray, but did manage, or by Kyrie, excuse me, but did manage to take down Siobhan Palmer, as now opposite women's on opposite teams, nailing with the weapons, but disarmed. And now Saray grabbing Alexis and a big power slam. And look at the headbutts by Siobhan Palmer as Saray sends Alexis into the corner. And a fisherman's buster out of the corner. Siobhan saw it coming and decided to go in for the break. Spanish fly to Saray, taking her down in quick order. Siobhan looked like she wanted to do some damage, but Saray got to her feet too quickly. Kyrie now, what does she have in mind? Oh, look at this, a neck breaker on Saray as Kyrie nails a Uraken onto Alexis Smith. Kyrie throwing the chair down as Saray with a huge exploder right on the neck. Good God. Rough landing. Looks like a double pin for Oito Tai, but no dice. And Saray now procuring a Singapore cane. She looked to do some damage with that. Siobhan knows firsthand how devastating these weapons can be. After some damage she's caused in the past, looking for a tiger suplex, but not quite able to. Big shot to the head, and then a tornado DDT out of the corner. Siobhan Palmer has such grace with how she navigates the ring, ducks the kick, went for the pumping forearm. Nobody home. Caught it on the second time through with that high kick, goes for the pin on Saray, does Siobhan. Beautiful moonsault there by Alexis as well, into a standing shooter as well. Fantastic body control by Alexis Smith as Siobhan Palmer grabs the chair. Thrust kick is evaded by Kyrie. Shot from the chair is blocked. Cazadora, double foot stomp to Siobhan Palmer. Now Kyrie grabbing Alexis. Huge jumping DDT as Saray has procured a ladder. The last thing that anyone needs, keep your eyes on Kairi. Oh my goodness, not from this far. Insane elbow! What a connection from Kairi. Good God. And that did not seal it. Alexis kicking out at the last possible second. Kairi soaring. And that was truly insane. These four showing exactly why women's tag team wrestling, one of the most enjoyed forms of professional wrestling the world over, especially here in FNF. Again, back in for that DDT, Mickie James style German suplex, but Sarray lands on the chair. Could have done some damage to herself. Kairi back up for seconds. Insane elbow. No! Moved out of the way, did Alexis Smith. That cannot have felt good. But Kairi stays in control by moving her into the corner. Kairi now just putting the boots to Alexis Smith as Sarray stays on top of Siobhan Palmer. Oh, goodness me. Emerald Flosion from Sarray to Siobhan Palmer. And she grabs the chair. What does she have in mind here as Alexis counters Kairi? Counter for counter they go. Sarray shoving the chair into the corner. Keep your eyes on Alexis Smith. Huge pop out enziguri from Smith. Twisting suplex from Siobhan. And a penalty kick and another ladder being introduced. Good Lord, how many more of these do you possibly need? Oh no. Sarray sent to the floor by Siobhan. Running through the chair to nail that suicide dive. Good God. Sarray almost protected by Kairi, but Siobhan had so much momentum. She went straight through the chair, runs around, huge zigzag by Alexis Smith. And that will not quite seal it. What a hellacious matchup we have seen thus far. I think it would be a crime to not see at least one of these teams face for the Tag Team Championship. Spiral tap on the lock from Alexis Smith, but Sarray in for the break. Sarray breaking up the pin from Alexis Smith. At this point, what can put it away? Huge single knee face breaker, and Alexis goes in with the Singapore cane, but Sarray back up. Huge drop kick to Alexis. Siobhan definitely seems like she was rattled after hitting her head on that suicide dive through the chair. And I can't say I'd blame her. So much momentum, no time to readjust course. Alabama slammer onto the ladder. If her head wasn't damaged before, it definitely is now. Good God. Siobhan Palmer's skull taking a beating. Kairi up to the top. Has her in line for the insane elbow. No way. Siobhan counters it. Siobhan grabbing Kairi. Royal flush to Sane. But Sarray is right there for the breakup. Such good fundamental tag team wrestling on display by both teams. Neither team has left either of them laying in the dust. Sarray takes down Siobhan with that crucifix driver. Kairi caught with a Rana from Alexis. Sarray down. Oh, and at the last second, she tried to get the breakup, but Alexis gets the win for Flawless. That means that Flawless is now 2-0 in tag team action. And if we need #1 contenders, my vote goes to them. And as we get into our next contest, it is time to revisit the Destiny Jade retirement tour. A few weeks ago, Destiny Jade said she will be traveling the world for one more year as a pro. After 25 years away, she was finally ready to put a bow on her career. She picked up a win in the first match of this retirement tour against Maestra Vuelo, a woman whose mother Destiny wrestled on many, many times all over the world. But Destiny has said that while it feels great to have been able to return, and she is excited to go out on her own terms after being forced to retire at age 26 back in 1999, that she knows that she is not long for this business. She is definitely going to try and go out with a bang, which I think we can all respect. Although the Destiny Jade retirement tour has now become open during big Kush hours. Kushina Miyazaki makes her way down the aisle. For those in the know, you know Kushina Miyazaki, but for those who have not yet seen her, you are in for an incredible contest here tonight just by her mere presence. Kushina Miyazaki, definitely one to keep your eye on in the wrestling space, someone who could absolutely establish herself here tonight. Picking up a win over a veteran like Destiny Jade is something that you put on a career highlights resume, something that you put on and you put on a mantle that is your career. Even with nothing on the line, being able to pick up a win over someone as talented as Destiny Jade has historically been, definitely nothing easy to accomplish. CJ Wong calls for the bell. And Kushina Miyazaki starting out on Destiny Jade, but Destiny, with that wily veteran instinct, manages to get her into a more vulnerable position. Keep your eyes on Destiny. Look at this, a dragon sleeper on the ropes from Jade. Old dog learning some new tricks. And Destiny looking to fly. She was known as an incredible high flyer in the days of the One Warrior Wrestling Women's Division. Off the ropes once again. Big splash is countered with the double knees of Kushina Miyazaki. Destiny ducks the kick and smacks her in the face. And this one has been a very even start. Kushina manages to take down Destiny. Destiny reverses the full mount and delivers a couple of stiff forearms. Definitely no love lost there with those devastating shots to the head. And now Kushina Miyazaki in a vulnerable spot as Destiny hits a fantastic vertical suplex on her. Look at this strength by Destiny into a Liger bomb down on Kushina Miyazaki. Destiny heading to the top now. What does she have in mind? Big body press off the top and hooks the leg. Destiny is rallying, showcasing exactly what cannot be taught, and that is heart, will, and determination. Destiny with the power slam onto Kushina Miyazaki. And Miyazaki, I have to wonder if she maybe got her bell rung or something, because she has not been putting up much of a fight. CJ Wong may need to get in there and check on her. This is very unlike Kushina Miyazaki. Destiny Jade calls her to her feet. And a diving attack misses. Kushina may have just been missing a couple of steps. But now with that stiff form, getting back into it with a nice kick to the head as well. And Kushina heads to the middle rope. What does she have in mind? Diving knee strike to the side of the head. That is a tough landing for both ladies. And then an Arabian leg drop as well from Kushina Miyazaki. Good Lord, grabbing Destiny Jade, but Destiny with a shot right to the jaw. Kick from Miyazaki. Huge twisting side slam by Miyazaki as well. That Uranagi slam going in for the cover, but only garners two onto Destiny Jade. Destiny Jade now grabbed by Miyazaki. Kame Goye to Destiny Jade, and Miyazaki fully into this one now. I had pondered earlier she may be feeling a little bit like her bell was rung, but clearly that is not the case. Destiny grabs her out of nowhere. Oh, Destiny breaker! Kushina hesitated for a quarter of a second, and she got sent on a quarter turn to hell with that Destiny breaker. Destiny thought she had her, but not quite. Beautiful moonsault as well from Jade, staying in it. Destiny grabbing Kushina Miyazaki, but Big Kush managing to fight her off. Half hatch into the knees, right to the sternum of Destiny Jade from Miyazaki. Toss up over to the apron. Destiny lands, caught with a Gamengiri right to the side of the head. And Kushina Miyazaki regains control as she has at a couple of points in this matchup. Kushina definitely hungry for this win, but Destiny Jade will not go down without one hell of a fight. Destiny getting back in. She wants Kushina to end this in the ring if it's going to end at all. Miyazaki sends Jade to the corner. Oh, good Lord, what is this? Oh, my goodness. Avalanche choke slam from Miyazaki. Into the lateral, gets the win. Good God. Kushina Miyazaki could have just gotten a career-defining win there over Destiny Jade as we move into the next match. And as we get into our next contest, we have got a matchup that brews from backstage interactions as certified lover boy Selena Adams, fresh off a win at Fury Road last week when we were in Wales over Siobhan Palmer. She has had some history with Natty Neptune, interpersonal as we understand it to be, and now it bleeds over to the wrestling ring. Natty Neptune has been on fire lately, almost punched her ticket to Fury Road to face Fleur Elise, but ultimately could not quite get there, ultimately losing to Dark Starlight Kid. So both women on up and down, but mostly ups here in the new FNF. Certified lover boy Selena Adams, certainly an interesting character. Definitely one that you do not turn your back on. But you cannot deny the fact that certified lover boy Selena Adams definitely has that killer instinct that a lot of ladies struggle to display. Natty Neptune, someone who's recently become very familiar with her own killer instinct. She has definitely started to mature in the ring and learn some very, very valuable life lessons when it comes to when and where need to do things in a wrestling match. She, of course, started out trained by Siobhan Palmer, had never wrestled a match in her life, and within 2 months of training was being on national TV here in FNF. So she started with a trial by fire, and it leads her to this point now where she faces someone she knows inside and out, certified lover boy Selena Adams. Starting out here, Selena starting off with a big knee shatterer onto the jaw of Natty Neptune. Running attack there. Natty went a little too into it, and Selena pulls her right in for a backdrop driver. And now biting the fingers of Natty Neptune. Big boy senton there by Selena. Nails Natty Neptune with that one, and Selena heading to the top rope now. Selena with a 630 to Natty Neptune. Good God, and a big boy senton as well. Selena Adams starting off incredibly hot. A lot of sentons. Went for the moonsault, but Natty finally got the knees up onto Selena. But Selena staying in control, at least for the early going. Big release jackknife. Natty with the knee to the side of the head. Natty heading up top now. We know Natty's got hops, but can she connect? Selena catches her off of that crossbody into an emerald flosion. This one is rocking to start. Shining elbow as well to Natty. Caught and planted by Adams. Is Natty Neptune. Good God. Fujiwara applied to Neptune from Adams now. And look at that fantastic evasion off the head turn. Rana. Natty grabbed by Selena once again, but Natty quickly evading it that time. Into an edge-o-matic, hooks the leg. Only gets a 1 as Selena gets the kick out. Natty up to the top rope. What you have in mind? Big diving elbow right to the chest of Selena Adams. Natty off the ropes. Matrix Revolutions to Adams. Fantastically executed. And Natty now looking to do some more damage from the top turnbuckle. Toe touch on that moonsault. What height she achieved on that one. Good Lord. Natty back up once again into a diving body press onto Adams. Very diametrically opposed styles to tackling this matchup, but it is leading to definitely an interesting matchup here as Natty is in control of Selena Adams. Natty grabs her. We've seen her use this before. The inverted Michinoku driver. And that will not quite seal it. The inverted Michinoku for Natty Neptune. Unable to get the win. Natty now just laying in some kicks to the lower back of CLB. Rolling Thunder caught by Natty with a kick to the leg. Selena pushes Natty off on an attempt to continue the offense that she has been getting on Selena. Selena Adams with just a smack in the face, sending Natty careening across the ring. Selena now grabbing Neptune and just dropping her on the top rope. Goes in for the cover on Neptune here. Gets a 2, but not quite 3. As Selena now looks to continue up to the middle rope. She goes. What does she have in mind from this position? Diving attack is blocked. Went for the flying nothing, but could not connect. Kick to the stomach is countered. Natty on the ropes, and Selena going to use that to her advantage, springing her off for a couple of forearms to the labrum. Into a big boy from Adams. Spins her over and back to the arm with the Fujiwara. CJ goes down to check it out. Will Natty relent this time? Rolls through. Saw this before, the quarter turn into the Rana. And now Natty back up, Selena back up. Who will take the advantage in the corner? Natty Neptune has Selena. Stratisfaction from Neptune. Up to the top rope once again. Could she be looking for that toe touch moonsault? She is, and she gets it. Such high impact on that. Could that seal the fate of Selena? Not quite. Selena kicks out of that toe touch moonsault. So athletically impressive is Natty Neptune. Natty trying to grab Selena, but Selena's ground game is second to none. Big form smash, kick from Adams. She can do anything from this position. Opts for a Tiger Driver 2022. Plants her into the face. And not quite able to get the 3 off the TD22. Selena, though, going to take a string out of Natty's game. with that Arabian press, but that may be her undoing. Shot to the stomach one more time. Inverted Michinoku driver to Adams. Will that seal it for Neptune? No, it will not. Natty lacing Selena Adams with these shots. Back up to the top once again. Diving body press from Neptune to Adams. Could that be the one that gets it done? Not quite. Selena out at 2 once again. Natty starting to get a little frustrated. Her inexperience getting the best of her. Only debuted in February. Has only had 14 matches professionally. Selena Adams been going for a lot longer than that. Say what you want about her personality. Say what you want about her character. Selena's got the experience and the know-how to get it done. Natty Neptune may just not have that killer instinct. Big diving crossbody, but did not get all of it. Hard to say she even got most of it. Maybe overestimated her abilities there. Selena Adams just nailing Natty with these kicks. Natty with a dragon screw to Selena Adams, though. Back into it. Selena now back to her knees. Shot right to the stomach. That could be the opening she needs. Kick is countered. Right to the leg. Natty one more time. Rallying back and forth. Inverted Michinoku driver from Natty Neptune. Opens the door. And she gets the win. Natty Neptune has been on fire in the recent weeks, and she picks up a win over the certified lover boy. Fantastic performance as we move into the next contest. And as we get into our next contest, we have got our Destiny Championship match. The Destiny Championship defended every single week. And this time around, the woman who is challenging for it is Joshi wrestling legend, and some may argue the GOAT of all wrestling, Manami Toyota. Former and final Heritage Champion. Makes her grand return to FNF. She will be taking on a current Japanese sensation in Kumiyo Ishimoto. The Golden Prodigy recently winning that Destiny Championship from Mia Jones. And now she will have to defend in a first-time matchup against Manami Toyota. Definitely not a matchup that many could handle, but Kumiyo Ishimoto is not many. Kumiyo Ishimoto is one of one. Same could be said for Manami Toyota. Out next, we have got the Destiny Champion, Kumiyo Ishimoto. Taking on Manami Toyota is going to be a dream match for Kumiyo, you have to imagine, but not for the dream match that many people would imagine. Kumiyo, I definitely think of this as being a dream win for her. All she thinks about is competition. Kumiyo is very competition motivated. You can see that in the way she carries herself to the ring. She definitely has a right to be as motivated by competition as she is. She is one of the very best that we've ever seen enter FNF, has by far the best record in FNF. Two-time Destiny Champion, winner of the RDMMT, could not quite win the world's title, but definitely was one to keep an eye on. Kumiyo, though, will be making her first defense of the Destiny title in this reign here tonight. She can't let the nerves or the butterflies get the better of her. Manami Toyota has to be just like any other competitor for her. So let's get into this single fall to a finish. CJ Wong signals for the bell, our first and only title match on the evening. And Manami Toyota starting off by just taking Kumiyo to the ground. And a rump shaker. And gets a 2 on Kumiyo almost immediately. Looks like Manami may have had a little bit. Just trying to test the waters with Ishimoto. And then a nice punch. Twisting corkscrew senton as well. Toyota showcasing exactly why many consider her to be the greatest of all time. Kumiyo Ishimoto is definitely a great of her time. But it will be interesting to see if she can get a successful defense here tonight. Up and over, but Kumiyo counters, and now it goes on the attack of the arm. Toyota back to her feet, though, with that high kick. Manami Toyota staying in control as she has for almost this entire opening exchange, throwing Ishimoto to the floor. Definitely a feeling out process for Toyota, seeing what Kumiyo will try and do, what kind of counters she has up her sleeves. Ishimoto grabbed by Toyota. Butterfly suplex on the floor, can't feel great. Courtesy of Manami Toyota. Kick right in the stomach, and a high pumping roundhouse from Ishimoto is a good way to get back into it, but a swinging knee to the side of the head. Call that a difference maker. Toss over to the ramp area by Toyota. And Ishimoto making Toyota wait. That is a sign of disrespect I haven't seen in some time, but Ishimoto clearly disrespected by that. Going for a DDT off the top, but Toyota baited her in. Took her down, went for the huge Yakuza kick, but countered. Really just lack of respect being shown to Ishimoto by Toyota. Clearly not observing her as a threat. And as it's wrestled so far, can you really blame her? Ishimoto has been outclassed by Toyota at every exchange. Ishimoto has the distinct disadvantage of being one of the best against the best, it would seem. Toyota with that butterfly suplex and another 2 count to her credit. Ishimoto desperately needs to get some things started here. Tiger driver is a good way to do it. 92. Flash back and nearly got the win. Shades of the Emerald Tiger there. And that just goes to show how devastating one maneuver can be. Ishimoto, we saw her use this a couple of times against Mia Jones. That spin kick to the head. Goes in for the cover, but not quite able to get that over Toyota that easily. Ishimoto definitely now dropping those knees, is starting to get herself under herself, which she did not manage in the opening measures. Toyota back up and flattens Ishimoto with that Yakuza. And now Toyota with a little bit of disrespect, introducing her personally. And now just nailing Ishimoto in the face. Toyota grabbing Ishimoto here. Dropping her on the top rope and goes in for the cover on Ishimoto. Does Manami. Toyota does not quite get the 3 there. But Ishimoto, whatever rally she had, has clearly not done enough as a big boy senton connects there. And now the arm being pulled out of socket by Toyota, or at least attempted. Picks her back up, and now Manami Toyota with the Manami Buster onto Ishimoto. And does not get the 3. The Northern Lights bomb on Ishimoto, but she managed to get the shoulder up. Continuing the attack on Ishimoto is Toyota. Big Mayo Rana there from Kumiyo out of nowhere. The Golden Prodigy managed to sustain a lot of damage there, but will she be able to come back into this one? That really is the $100,000 question. Big slam out of the corner there by Ishimoto. Grabbing her, pulls her in for the K-trigger onto Toyota. Kumiyo Ishimoto, a great deal of pride for the sport of professional wrestling. But will it even matter when you're against the greatest of all time? How much you love the sport does not come into play that much. Big shot to the face by Toyota. Pulls in Ishimoto again for that butterfly suplex, but look at the holding through. Definitely an unorthodox way to hit multiple butterfly suplexes into a butterfly DDT as well. And Toyota with a splash to the back as well. And Toyota looking to put her to a permanent end. Looking for Japanese Ocean Cyclone, but not quite able. Shot in the face from Toyota, and the Yakuza once again to Ishimoto. And the snapmare again. And the disrespect, even as Kumiyo has fought valiantly, Ishimoto has not gained any respect from Toyota. Toyota continues to disrespect her in this contest. And Ishimoto continues to fight. You cannot say that she is not trying to fight like a champion, but Toyota does not seemingly have any time for Ishimoto. Ishimoto, though, fantastic counter of the Japanese Ocean Cyclone suplex again. Look at these knees to the back into the inverted DDT. Ishimoto may make Toyota pay for her insolence here. Toyota none the wiser, and it's time to fucking die. Nails her with that. Could that put the seal on it? Toyota kicks out of that vicious landing. Ishimoto looking for that back kick again. The disrespect of lifting her up for that spinning kick to the side of the head. That could seal it, and it does. Kumiyo Ishimoto picks up the win. I do not know whether or not Manami Toyota respects Kumiyo Ishimoto at this juncture, but what I can absolutely say is that Ishimoto is on a roll. That is now 3-0 in concurrent weeks as she retains. And as we get into our next contest, we know not very much about what is happening here. All we know is that Daphn-E Dangerously a number of weeks ago was set to compete in action. She was laid out by Nikita Ventura and it had to be pushed back to another date. However, that date is now today. Fresh off of a loss to Nikita Ventura at Fury Road, Daphn-E Dangerously is pissed and ready to deliver some back body drops. But who she is facing is a complete and total mystery. So we will have to find out right now. Daphn-E Dangerously, in her first ever main event of FNF, will learn along with the rest of the world exactly who it is that she has been scheduled to face. There's no way. Hold on a second. Oh my god! That's Kel Valen! Of all the people that I thought would walk through that curtain, I think that this person would have been at the bottom of my totem pole. Kel Valen, presumed to have left professional wrestling permanently, is here in London, England to face Daphn-E Dangerously. What in the hell is this? Kel Valen is here in FNF. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I am speechless for what I have been. Is Kel even signed? Does Kel even have a license to wrestle anymore? I thought she gave it all up, that she had proven all she had to prove, but this is her first time ever in FNF, and she's squaring up with one of the best in Daphn-E Dangerously. What does this mean? Daphne staggered by Valen, backdrop driver from Kel. I don't believe what I'm seeing. The audience in stunned silence seeing Kel Valen back body drop from Daphn-E Dangerously. Cool in the face of battle against Valen is Dangerously. Big German suplex hooks the hips. Delivers a second to Valen, pulls her in for the third right on the neck. I just can't wrap my head around this. Daphn-E Dangerously clearly just going in to try and go for the kill because Kel Valen is an enigma to us all. I mean, has anyone even heard from her in the last 2 or 3 years? And she shows up here against Daphn-E Dangerously. I don't know what to think about this. Daphne, though, is giving Kel a run for her money in this early going. Dropkick evaded by Valen. Pulls her in for another backdrop driver. Is Kel Valen signed to FNF? Is this a one-time deal? Is there something personal with the connection to Daphn-E Dangerously? There's so many questions that I have, but I don't understand exactly what the issue is here, but Kel Valen and Daphn-E Dangerously is certainly not a match that I will complain seeing any day of the week. Daphne, one of the best of the new breed of FNF. Kel Valen, one of the best women's wrestlers of all time. Those two facts are undisputable. Daphn-E Dangerously in a precarious position. Kel Valen has her up. What in the world is this? Oh my god, an avalanche! Twisting powerbomb off the top rope. And a top rope moonsault to the back as well. Kel Valen looks like she hasn't missed a beat. Went for a running tackle, but Daphne showing some hops. Look at that. Grabbing Kel Valen. Huge choke slam from Dangerously. Picking her back up. Dangerously grabbing Valen and putting her on the ropes. Daphne utilizing the ropes to just slam into the upper back of Valen. Oh, good lord. Inverted powerbomb to Valen as well from Dangerously. Daphne now grabbing Kel, running Fisherman's Buster. Good lord, that was a rough one. And Daphne with the knee, now grabbing Kel once again up on the shoulders, and Kel in a precarious spot. Daphne drops her into a stun gun on the ropes. Valen pushing Daphne away. I mean, Kel Valen, of course, known infamously for very rarely losing. Kel Valen, in many points in her career, has went years without suffering a loss. Could she look to go on a similar run here in FNF? I don't think it's out of the question. Reverse the attempted chokebreaker. Look at that athleticism by Valen, sliding under into a big lariat. Right to Daphn-E Dangerously, and that PK staying on top of her with this offense. Kel is hitting hard on Dangerously. Look at Daphne utilizing those long legs to her advantage, and that's the setup for the choke. No, look at the counter by Valen. Kel using Daphne's own momentum against her. Up to the top, diving off with a frog splash. Halfway across the ring, but does not get the W. That was a fantastic sequence there, ending with that beautiful frog splash by Kel. And following up with the moonsault, Kel Valen has Daphne bisected with that spear. And Kel Valen almost got the W over Daphne Dangerously there. Daphne with a high kick, getting her back into it. Daphne grabbing Kel. And Kel once again countered the choke breaker. Kel has had incredible luck countering that choke breaker. Another frog splash, but Daph got the knees up, and she's looking for it. This could connect this time. Choke breaker onto Kel Valen. The knees in the stomach, followed with the knee to the back, but not quite enough. Kel Valen gets that shoulder up at the last possible second. Daphne, Kamegoye to Valen. Now just drilling a knee right to the dome piece, maybe trying to draw a little blood on Valen. Daphne spinning Kel over, but Kel with the back elbow to Daph. The lance from Kel Valen. Third attempt, second connection, and the 3. Daphne Dangerously put to bed by Kel Valen. And if Kel is here to stay, this is an incredible acquisition for FNF as we close out our broadcast for the evening. Kel fucking Valen.